Oh my gosh, this AI battle is going on. It is May 8th, and we got a lot to talk about today. So let's jump into some AI news. So, first of all, yes, Zed, the one written in Rust, the one that I tried probably when it came out and gave up because it didn't have any of the AI stuff, has now launched a lot of AI stuff. And the big difference here, it's worth checking out, is
This is the Zed
the
code editor. It's
ability
Scratch written
for
in
it
Rust, it's
to
incredibly fast, and
run
it's all
multiple
open
threads at the
source.
same time.
Today I want to demonstrate the new.
So in this demo, he basically goes through having it work on one thing, selecting whichever model. You can do local ones as well. You have max mode and you have follow mode. That's what this little thing is here. So you can follow it as it's going, and it's incredibly performant, obviously. But then you can go and start a new one. So that's running in the background, and you go and start another one, and then you get notified when the first one's done. And this follow mode's really slick. It just feels good. They also have this commit view, so you can see all the different ones. You can see now that Zed has finished running its tools. You can view the panel for that. Come back, and you'll use the same pattern that they had before with the review changes or the commits. So they're all just one, right? Very beautiful, very awesome. When you don't have a fork of VS Code, you have a lot more versatility. So they're doing a 2-week trial right now, and the way that it works is you get 150 prompts, and then it goes into usage-based. So I started my trial today. I'm going to give it a run and see how I do it, see how I feel. One big thing is when you're going in, you'll want to import your settings. So you can just do import VS Code settings with Command-Shift-P. And then on the right-hand side, you can see I haven't used this since really January. I was using it in Q4, testing different things, more like Q3, to be honest. But yeah, Command R opens and closes the right hand side. And then what I'm going to be thinking about is how nice it is that I don't have everything totally baked into cursor. So if I wanted to, I can come out of here. The only difference would be this cursor rules, but you can probably write a rule around the rules, right? So in this case, you have in Z, wow, I can only make that larger. That's cool. Huh. But in Z, I can decide if I want to have different profiles. So I have ask, minimal, write, but I could create a new profile and then have it be tied to different rules. That could be one way that I do it. I could have a profile around memory bank. So I'm really excited about all this stuff that they're launching. I will not be using this for production, like for actually writing software that's gonna be during my like revenue hours. Like I would do this for the weekends and nights because I'm too close. I have too much progress happening with cursor. So that's a big piece of news. Figma came out with their big new release, which we've been waiting for. If you're not familiar, Figma had originally launched an AI feature that really it got a lot of people mad. It got a lot of designers mad. And they kind of dropped the ball on all AI things after that. But now they've picked the ball back up with Grid, Sites, Buzz, Make, and Draw. Sites is a framework competitor. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been talking about this because it's obvious that they're going to go into this space. I don't think that there's depth in it. It's good for marketing sites, which is great. Figma Buzz is a Canva competitor for asset creation and all the kind of social media stuff, which is a really good move for them because Canva has a massive valuation. It's like much larger than you would expect from them just from their niche. But it's not really, as I think about it, like I think it's because we're in this tech bubble, but marketing's a huge category, gigantic. And then Figma and Make, excited to try this because it's basically Bolt, and I don't use those tools because I think I'm like running the opposite direction of vibe coding, which is funny because I'm using vibe with AI as my brand, but it's really a way to capture that zeitgeist and then teach people once they're in. It's like the Trojan horse. Like they come through the doors and I'm like, welcome, we're not going to vibe code here. And then Figma Draw is a way for you to not have to open Adobe Illustrator. So there's a lot of vectorization tools and brushes and things in the creative world that you use and that I use when you have to open up Illustrator, and I don't want to have to open up Illustrator. So that's really nice. And I'm excited about all these Figma things, so I'm really pumped for that. Other stuff that's going on is GTA 6. I just thought this was bananas. GTA 6, let's see some of the differences in the technical details. So you can see, first one, you can see sweat that forms on the arm. Muscles deform realistically on characters. Car mirrors have realistic reflections. There's chain link fence. Light passing through glass produces something. Refractions. Sweat drips. Beer forms realistic foam. Car can get really dirty. High quality volumetric clouds. Hair has complex physics simulation. And this is the meme, right? Like, we've waited for GTA 6 and it's coming. So very cool. Next up, the Stripe product keynote finished. So I wanted to go through what Patrick Collison was talking about. And basically, they have a payments foundation model. They announced a financial accounts for stablecoins. Now, if you didn't know, this is not a crypto channel, but they are a large holder of Lumens. So Stellar is the project. And if no one's going to do it and make crypto like a fast payments network, and not make it themselves, but if anyone's going to help with distribution, it's going to be Stripe. You can go read this on your own time. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I think it's boring. But another thing I thought that was interesting was just this old startup playbook was apply to YC, raise 2 mil, move to SF, hire engineers, spend 6 months, and then launch TechCrunch posts. And now it's more like just do it on your own, which is what we preach here. Another one that I found interesting was just that
Dia can now run on your Mac thanks to MLX.
You get full control over scripts and voices.
Wow.
Yeah. So this guy's figured out how to basically run a command on your Mac where you can do text to speech and speech to speech with their MLX framework. So pretty cool to see. Throw that a star. If you guys want other interesting projects, you should just go to my profile. It's github.com/ParkerX. Go to my stars. A lot of people find value in that. And last is just an interesting use case. So Peter Levels, he's GOAT. He is the indie hacker, obviously. But this guy just took the photo of him with the founder of Cursor and reverse engineered all the stuff behind him using ImageGen or GPT image. Very cool. You should check this out. I think it's awesome. Yeah. So I'm most excited about these two releases, to be honest. Like the Z one, you should go read these docs about how they handle the agents, because that's one big thing in Cursor that you can't do. If you're in Cursor, kind of have that one, and then if you switch to another, it pauses. But that's, I'm assuming, a limitation. They'll figure out a way around it. You can do new windows, a pain. So it's just better management. At least it seems so far. So very excited about this one. Very excited about the Figma one. But if I use that right now, my frames will drop. So I think that will bridge, like, basically between the Figma one and the Z one, we're getting closer and closer to what I've spoken about for a while, which is that we're mapping the tooling to the tasks that we already did. And it's not like we're replacing processes. And I talk about this in our school. You should check that out. It's $50 a month, and you get to be with a bunch of smart people in our Discord, which I'm at my wedding right now, so not doing a ton of community stuff, but I will be back soon. But we talked about this where it's like, basically, this is the biggest problem, is a lot of people think that they can just get a prompt and it's going to replace the skills that you need, but it's not true. Instead, you actually have to do the steps. So PRD is just this one, but I think that this design UI UX one could probably move. I think these will shift, basically. And ideally, you'd have them like combined in a way. I know there's a large gap with architecture planning. I know a lot of the guys in our group are really excited about this BMAD.
Thank you for joining me on B.
But as I look at it, I think a lot of this just replaces stuff that I already know how to do without prompting. So it's choose your own adventure. If you need a prompt for every single one, go do it. If you need a tool for every single one, go do it. I'm trying to do it with none because I'm trying to get better. And I'm trying to, like, it's not like you're raw dogging it because you still have the agent on the right. It's funny how that's changed. But very excited about all of the future of this stuff. If you guys like the video, make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below with the wedding emoji if we're friends. And I'll see you in the next video.